Hello everyone, Nubkeks here, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Chromie on Towers of Doom as well, which is an interesting map for her. It's certainly very, very interesting. I say Braxis Holdout is probably her best map. Braxis is just a good bit more friendly to stacking all of her quests because you spend an awful lot more time in lane with bigger groups of heroes, but Towers of Doom is very good too, kind of these choke point maps where your long range poke can get a ton of value. I normally go for a temporal loop build on Chromie, but in this game we're going to go for slowing sands. Looking at the enemy team comp, there's a lot of very viable and valuable slowing sands targets. They've got 4 melee essentially. I mean, Karazim can jump around the place, as can Nubkeks to an extent, but it's definitely going to be a very large pain for them to get in on top of our team and try to lock them down. And the slowing sands should also enable the Cassia to do good damage as well. That is at least the hope. So we get a really good level 1 fight actually. We grab ourselves a kill on the Nubkeks, and we're building a few stacks to our Q. One of the big things for me going into the Chromie rework, which was a little bit recently, which gave her this Q quest baseline, was how you approach it with that remove bronze talons and like a sort of temporal loop burst build as the main build. How would things feature? What would go on? Basically it's taking away some of her early game damage, very much so, and putting it into a quest instead. So obviously that burst going away from temporal loop definitely hurts. But it improves her sustained DPS and certainly her late game DPS. So what does that open up in terms of options? I think at the end of the day, you still want to be going for pretty much the same builds. In this case, we're going to go for the visiony thing at level 1. Just really good on this map for spotting rotations, for spotting people going to the shrine, stuff like that. And then at level 2, we are of course going to go for bronze talents. Now one of the things you can see it going wrong here, it's something that I'm definitely interested, there it goes wrong again, interested in maybe trying out a bit more, is perhaps using like shift right clicks to ensure that your bronze talons go on priority targets, because in this game we've actually hit, we had 2 bronze talons procs in this section of fighting, hit the Nubkeks beetles, so that is kind of worth paying attention to. You can also hit minions and stuff by accident. It is quite possible to hit incorrect targets with your bronze talons, which whenever you use your Q, it empowers a basic attack. It's the source of like the ultimate Twitch meme. Why is this noob Chromie using her Q on minions? Of course it's to proc that bronze talons basic attack. It also improves the range for your basic attacks unless you do that more. You see here, I actually messed this up a little bit, but the idea was to basically punish the Stukov who's looking for that regen globe. So we missed the W and then we missed our Q on him as well, which is kind of bad. But yeah, I think you pretty much want to play Chromie the same way as before, which is you're going to just fish for Q hits. You're not expecting to hit all of them, but you're trying to fish for them. Again, the worse opponents you play against, the easier it'll be to hit them. This is quite an interesting escape. It comes quite close. We actually have to run away from our tower because there's a Nubkeks in the way. We were lucky that our trap froze the Stukov and not a noob there. And we actually just about managed to survive, which is good. But yeah, I think you want to just fish for your Qs and the bronze talons. We're getting, I've literally the most gracious acceptance of praise in the entire game. Hit your shots, thanks man, appreciate that. I think we've actually been hitting them pretty well so far, considering, though it is hard to stack up the quests when you don't have that many people in the lane with you. We're kind of solo laning quite a bit in this particular game, which will slow down our quest progress quite a lot. One of the big things is that it'll make it a lot scarier to go in for these regen globes. It's just not worth the risk. You know, we could just take so much damage from a Nubkeks combo, and then, you know, Stukov damage as well. It's just not worth it to grab those globes, so we're going to have to only be able to grab globes when we're safe. I think it takes ages to finish the globe quest in this game, which definitely somewhat sucks. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, you want to fish at your Qs. Just hit as many as you can. Don't worry about the hit combos. Just, you know, be playing Chromie as well as you can, and the quest will kind of take care of itself. You don't want to be holding your Qs for ages to only hit the ones that you can definitely hit. You're going to be really ineffective. You're going to have like no impact on the game at all. You just have to accept that you're going to miss some, and that you're going to finish your quest quickly when you play her well and you get good damage out. So I think that's the best way to look at it. And you know, you're just going to get much more value out of those Qs that you do hit, and out of your bronze talons if you're just being a lot more, if you're fishing as opposed to going for the surefire hit, because you're not going to get surefire hits either. That's the thing. So you're not going to get them. People can sidestep. So yeah, you want to go for stuff that you can't go for. Yeah, so there you go. Level 7 in this game, we actually grabbed the cooldown reduction on our W for more wave clear, more consistent Ws. Just have them up more often. I think it's overall a good DPS increase, and it's a bit easier to use than the Dragon's Eye. Dragon's Eye is probably often better overall, but this is fine. Arthas is spam pings on us. I don't know why exactly. I think he wanted to invade an altar, which would have been okay. But anyway, yeah, this game, as you'll see, is really quite special. We have a lot of very, very unpleasant people in this particular game. Or Alexstrasza, I don't know who she was talking to, but she's certainly saying something. I wasn't paying attention there. I didn't spot that while the game was set when I actually played the game. Only seeing it now this time around, but saying I'm not going to use my Dragon Queen to save you again. I'm not sure who she was saying it to, whether it was me or Diva or someone else. I don't know. But yeah, that's a fantastic attitude to have as a support. Criticize your teammates when they praise you, and then refuse to heal them with your abilities as well. So we're dead now at this point, trying to save her. The 2 tanks diving in behind enemy lines. I think it actually works out relatively okay. I mean, it's a 2 for 2 at the end of the day, and we get level 10 off of it as well. So this isn't the worst trade by any means, shape, or form. Also, we lost to Chromie Alexstrasza, where the enemy team lost their 2 assassins. So again, I think that overall is probably a bit of a win for us. You can see Cassia is getting a great push down bottom. They don't have anyone that can answer that. Nubkeks is trying to push middle, but as you can see, his push is just nowhere near as effective in comparison. And then we did, of course, take Slowing Sands as our heroic of choice for a bit of zone control and to really shut down what the enemy team's trying to do. Nubkeks, very rude, takes our 2 gloves. Those are my 2 gloves, Nubkeks. Who do you think you are? So rude. We're going to grab timeout at level 11. I really do. I think here and there is definitely the most interesting one. But, yeah, just... Arthas is spamming some pings. Nice. That's wonderful. But I think it's just so difficult to actually have your quest finished. Like, you're going to get level 11 again, roughly 6, 7, 8 minutes into the game, roughly speaking. So, it's very difficult to actually have your quest finished by then. You know? Very difficult. So, it's just a dead talent for half the game. So I think timeout is usually going to be the go-to here. Bye-bye is cool and everything. I've actually moved too far forwards. This is a mistake. I'm going to pop into our thing here. Alexstrasza is going to heal us a bit. Unfortunately, we died just before this procs. Bit of bad luck. I mean, Alex could have popped her Dragon... I don't know if she had Dragon Queen available. Possibly not. Could have popped the heroic a little bit earlier. C'est la vie. So it was a mistake by me as well. I thought we were on the other side of that. But we are winning this. Okay, there's a Dragon Queen. Just about missed a kill there, unfortunately. Thrall's a little bit isolated. It's a good knockback. So things are looking kind of shaky for us now at this particular point. We're probably going to go down. No, Cassie gets a nice kill. Yeah, Alex is definitely dead from the Lunara with the leaping strikes. Nothing to be done about that. We're coming back around. I think we're in a decent spot here. Going to throw down the slowing sands just to lock these guys down a little bit more. Trying to step away from this Lunara as well. And looks like we have locked down and secured this particular altar, which is good. We got Cassie B-stepping. More criticism coming in from the Alexstrasza. I mean, I would have done more damage if you used your heroic to save me. Just saying. Just saying. But what can you do? Hard to do that when you're dead. But this is also dodgy. I should have scouted that out. You can see I scouted it. I was like, yeah, they're probably going to be here. I should have scouted it before I ran up. We find ourselves in a bit of a rough spot. However, the rough spot suddenly becomes the enemy's rough spot as timeout. We're able to just sit in our time bubble for ages. Lunara almost dead as well. And that's actually turns into a kill for us. A little bit lucky there. Not going to lie that our teammates happen to be rotating around towards us. Yeah, definitely a little bit lucky. So yeah, scout before you face check is often a good piece of advice that we can take here. At this point, we're just kind of chilling. Things slow down a little bit. Our teammates are pushing up top, so we're just going to wave clear here. Again, cannot afford to go into the lane to pick up that regen globe. It's just not worth the potential death. We don't know who could be there. They've revealed themselves now, but the stuff is already dead, so it's okay. I should take that globe mid, but I've not noticed it, so that's my mistake. Looking at the mini-map instead, watching our teammates. It's a little bit tricky in terms of positioning here. We catch that Stukov as he's rotating around. Unfortunately, I missed my Q on him. He gets healed by himself and he pushes the D.Va away. Watch the D.Va. She's like, yeah, see ya. Boosting away. Cassia is still going deep. We're trying to get this Alex Raza healing. We get sundered. I should have, if it had really good timing, could have used the timeout to dodge the sunder. Now Arthas is not happy at all. He's not happy at all. He's going to die here as well. Hopefully Alex makes it out. Yeah, she should make it out all right. And Arthas is flaming. I thought this was so funny, this game, because we got like so many of our teammates flaming and flaming and flaming. We got spam pings, we got B steps. It's like really all of the really quite obnoxious behavior just from everyone in the game, really, most people. Most of our teammates have been quite obnoxious. But yeah, for example, in that fight, you know, Arthas flaming like mad. I mean, D.Va just left, right? You know, why are we in front? Well, D.Va just peaced out. she went to wave clear or fight a Nubkeks or something, but she just left us there. I think there's an overextension from Cassia, and then I shouldn't have gone into the healing zone. But nonetheless, that is something that could have been something that could definitely have been different. You can see that we've placed this slowing sands down, and you know the Thrall and the Stukov just don't want to come through here. Karasim even being a bit scared as well, so they're not able to go that far forwards and put that much pressure on. I was just looking for these choke points on slowing sands. Again, I've not used the ability much, so there's definitely room for improvement, but that is the rough gist of it. Again, we're able to kind of scout backwards here. The Karasim is in a bit of a tough spot, just walking through ever so slowly. And we're just kind of poking away as our teammates are taking this. No harm done. Just kind of pushing that enemy team away, locking them down. We get rooted here by the Thrall. Get the Dragon Queen come out. That's a very good silent zone by the Stukov, doing a similar thing to what we were just doing. Just trying to lay down as much damage here as we can. We get stunned. We're moving backwards. We'll make sure we stay safe here. D.Va does get... I think she got interrupted in her cast of her mech, unfortunately, by the Nubkeks. But it's a one-for-one trade. Yeah, again, it's our fault once again that he died. We actually killed D.Va. That's very true. I mean, it's a pity that we didn't actually have, you know, a long-range heal heroic on our support here that could have kept the D.Va alive. That has been unused in nearly every team fight so far. That that would have actually helped, but obviously we don't have that. That would just be crazy. No way, man. What are you talking about? It's our fault. Of course it is. Anyway, we're just here. I don't know what this Nubkeks trying to do. I've obviously put down my heroic to stop him. I'm expecting that he's trying to bait me here. We're just wave clearing with our W while we're doing this. We can like poke him every single time with our Q. It's really no threat at all. Just expect him to go maybe that way. He's running away now, which I'm not sure exactly what he was doing. And again, like that's a trade we're fairly happy to make. That's their main tank gone, and Cocoon is such a powerful team fighting heroic as well. We're pretty happy to have that gone from the fight too, and what that opens us up to do. I'm gonna try hit the Thrall. We probably would hit him with that W even if he hadn't died. So difficult to know if we should have done the W at all, seeing as he did die anyway. And they're one hit away from finishing our quest. It's very late in the game to be finishing the quest. I don't think there's been that much we could actually do about it in this particular game, though. I think we finished it almost as fast as we could roughly expect. Maybe a minute or two either side, depending on some accuracy. But this is about more B-steps. My goodness. Of course. All right. you go, Cassia. You go. You show them.
I'm returning to base.
Oh boy. All right. So we're on Hearthstone, level 17 to 16. It's still very close, really. And they're very far into 16, so it's still very close in terms of experience. And we're not that far ahead in terms of core shots either, so we definitely want to be on the lookout, trying to finish our quest here on this Nubkeks. There we go, we finished the quest, definitely a lot later than you would ideally like, but given how this game was going, it's kind of as quick as we could potentially finish it. Again, you would probably finish it quite a bit quicker, like I said, on Braxis, or where you're more with your team. We finished both quests faster if we're in like a 4-man rotation or something like that, where we just have more heroes to hit, and we're actually able to move up the lane and pick up the globes without dying. So that sort of stuff is worth considering. Certainly Braxis is again the classic example of where that would work. Classic example of where that would work. At least Alex Strassi used her heroic this time. Arthas died, but she used it. So brownie points to her. Well done. Found your ore button. Amazing. D.Va is pushing down bot, and she's getting some good damage in on this tower. Again, we're just lurking carefully here. Would love to pick up those globes, but it's just not safe. The enemy team could be rotating down to gank the D.Va, to gank us in mid lane. If we went for those globes and we got killed, it absolutely would not be worth it. So yeah, I mean, just never take a bad trade for a regen globe. And in that case, we simply have to play safe, given our map knowledge and our map vision. Now you can see that D.Va went a bit too far forward, so she's going to suffer because of it. I actually think this is pretty bad placement on my heroic. However, I think the D.Va probably would have died anyway. I should have placed that like half again down to the south to cover that little choke point there. That would have been better. I don't know if it would have made the difference, but it would have been a little bit better. Try to stop the Lunara and the Kerosene both, at least a little bit. But anyway, D.Va is dead. With that, we lose that, but Cassius getting a great push up top. The enemy team is all here. They're stealing our camp, so we're going to be poking at them a little bit with that. Just trying to get some harass in if possible. There we go. We do get Stukov for a little bit of damage. It's not going to add up to much, but it's something. See if we can kill this on the way. Again, laying down this slowing stance to stop that Lunara moving too far forwards, looking for a punish. Cassie got that top tower down to about half HP. Their bottom one is half HP as well. So I'd say definitely in terms of map control, we are actually winning at the moment. We've got a few towers that we can convert somewhat easily. So that's pretty nice for us. Gonna move our trap, our time trap, a bit further up here. And again, we're gonna use our scouting vision here to see, are the enemy team there? Yes, they are. Again, we want to find where they are because we want to move forwards and clear out these mercs before they get close enough to do their charge, if possible. And again, we're using our W for wave clear. We're throwing our Qs to the side to try to catch the enemy team. Cassie goes in, face checks, gets killed. Arthas is in the cocoon, so this is really bad. This is really, really bad. We're trying to poke as we go. Do what we can here. We picked up our piercing Qs, by the way. That was our heroic, our level 20 upgrade. Our level 18 is for Chromie. So our Qs will go through every target hit. I don't think additional pierces give you bonus damage, but it's still pretty good overall. That's actually a great route from Arthas there at the end. Now throw this W. It does hit Thrall. Doesn't kill him. You see, ironically, our Bronze Talons basic attack automatically hit that Lunara, which is actually good. Though perhaps not fully intended. Gonna fire Q to the side. Try hit Lunara. We just about miss her. But D.Va is on the case. Should get, hopefully, the kill. No, she didn't quite get the kill. But no matter, we're not going to chase Lunara. We're going to focus on the more important thing, which is these towers. Arthas is going to die. Cassie is going to spam some pings. And we're going to come in here. Thrall's going to lurk a little bit too long. Gets hit by the W, and then the piercing Q catches him as well. Stukov on the run. We catch him on the back end with another Q. Our goal now is just chase this Lunara off. There's 12 shots left on the enemy's HP, which is these two things here. D.Va wants to go bottom? Anyway, it's the top two altars plus boss. So we're gonna do wave clear with our W. One of the things you kind of have to, again, that's kind of learning from this game, clearing this out just gives us vision through that top lane. It just will dismount and reveal any heroes that are trying to get through top. Might not add up to anything. Might actually be better in this case to just rush the boss as fast as possible. Trying to hit the Kerosene now as we go. Mistime the Q though. He does go down regardless, luckily. Yeah, probably should focus, I'd say, in this situation on doing damage to the boss with that instead. But anyway, there we go, that's game. I'm not sure what the Lunara was up to. I think she didn't realize that we would have won with that boss because she was just in mid, I think. I think did she just respawn her? I'm not sure. She didn't come anyway, which she probably should have. We did get MVP, which is nice. And yeah, D.Va said GG at the end, so D.Va gets the more important award, which is not a dickhead award. No spam pings, no insulting teammates award. Congratulations, D.Va. You're my personal MVP. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.